G'day everyone, welcome to Matt Hill Scar Models. Today is an update on the Airfix Heinkel. I will call this update Airfix Heinkel Reboot. My last, the first one I started to build, I've scrapped it. I tried to put a winter whitewash over it using a washable white product. And I'll find it here. I've got it here somewhere. I was going to throw it in the bin, but I'll keep it for armour projects. I was using the MIG washable white product for my Heinkel, and I completely failed, and tried to strip the kit off and completely destroyed it. It just did not work out well. So I have in my stash, I had this kit. This is the box lid. This was an old kit that I picked up second hand and was missing parts. So I decided the parts that were missing from this kit I would use. I would use the parts of my other Airfix Heinkel to make this a complete kit, and so hopefully things are going to, improve. Which I must say that I am happy with what has happened. I've had sort of a double shot at this kit. I knew what the faults were, and I can sort of remedy those. So what I did find with this older kit, it's molded in blue plastic, and being the the 70s tooling, my kit was tooled I think in 1974, around about that time. The moulds are a little bit fresher, and things have gone a little bit better with this construction wise than the older kit, or the newer released one that I've had by Airfix. The decals are shot in this kit. I have got the other decals from it, and I will be using the other decals, the second option from the newer Airfix kit. So I have learnt a few things from this one, and I know now what to do and what not to do. Originally, when I went to pose surfaces in a movable, in the movable configuration, the control surfaces, I didn't do these ones, which I have done now. I've removed those and made my own control surfaces cut from that, boxed them up with some styrene strip. When I first did this kit, I filled in these tabs here. I filled them in both on both sides of the control surfaces, and after looking at a real Heinkel, they did have these. These were the actual parts that hinged these flaps and everything, so I've just made them have a better fit, and I know now that I didn't do. I also removed this from my other kit on the hopings of making a scratch built one. Very hard. I'm just going to hollow this kit out as well. The canopy and everything is still the same. The same problems with it, but I have, as I said, learnt from this kit. So now I have got not so much work to do to get the canopy to fit. This is the worst part of the whole kit. And I'll show you a couple of things here, if I can just get it to sit on there for a minute, which probably won't ever happen while you try and record something. No. But you might notice that there is still some marks on this, so don't stress about it. I have dipped it off in some clear to get the inside clear, because I had to do a hell of a lot of work filing and sanding this canopy, and I can't get it to work. There you go, look at that. However, if you ever decide to have a go at this kit, you'll need to shim this center part of the canopy. Needs to be shimmed open a little bit to get the gap in this area here to get some sort of fit. You'll also need to manipulate this side of the fuselage half to align to get that shape of the Heinkel to all go together. I've also blocked these out. These were very pronounced in here on the engine nacelles where the intakes were. I'm just working on those now. You can see a little bit of grey guide coat. I got my figures back in there again with the Heinkel interior with a little bit of scratch building and some control sticks and everything like that. I also do know now, as you can see, this kit also, before I forget, had the stand hole for the stand, so I'm just filling that in with some plastic and super glue, and I'll trim them off nicely and get them all sorted nice and smooth. I've left the waste guns out. They were a nuisance when I was building the kit before, so I will be able to put the waste guns in through this bottom gondola glass. The glass doesn't fit too bad. I mean, it's not a perfect fit, but it doesn't fit too bad, so you'll get away with putting the side guns, waste guns of the Heinkel in there. I'm not going to worry about making the wheel wells any deeper. I'll just go with what's in the kit. So it's sort of been, yeah, it hasn't been too bad this time around. I know where I've got to, what I've got to do and what I've got to look for. So hopefully that will, over the weekend I can have the canopy glued on, get some 5-minute epoxy to put the canopy on, start cutting my masks again by hand for the nose glazing on the front, and then it should only need a little bit of shim to fit. The seam line through the middle is normally part of the framing, so I hope it won't be too bad. And then once this is on, I can re-dip the nose in, once the framing's done and the painting's done, I can re-dip the nose into clear again, help improve the glazing. I am going back to the clear, which I'll explain later, for dipping my canopy off. I have just used the normal Reckitt's floor polish here in Australia. I have been using the gauzy glass coat agent, but I find that the gauzy agent will actually peel off from the masks. So years ago I did a video when I first started, which I've seen from another channel, that I'll dip everything off, including the painted section, and then I'll just go through and I'll dull the canopy lines, the framing lines out. So that's the update so far on the Heinkel HE-111 H-20 Airfix reboot. And stay tuned again. I'm going to have another channel update and a bit of mail call, and then also the progress, some channel shout outs and some progress on the Frankie Day cargo plane group build. So thanks for joining in. Thanks for being patient. Also, thank you to my new subscribers. I appreciate it very much. Getting close to 400. You know, it's unbelievable. I really appreciate it all. And we're going to be doing some hints and tips videos and that again shortly as well for the Facebook page. But next time you want to build a Heinkel, build the new 201. Catch you later.